Some news just in from Manchester United. They've just confirmed.
Carlos Baleba have got the option to extend that for a further year to sell. They've got no intention of selling, and because of his contract situation, they are under as well. And I think also the price would be pretty prohibitive to Manchester United, and that would make it an almost impossible deal to do as it stands, because I'm sure we'll talk about it later about the number of players that Manchester United want to get money for because they want to offload. But I think Brighton will look at Carlos Baleba and they'll compare him to Moises Caicedo. And you know, the noises coming out of Brighton are saying that he's actually further in his development at his stage of his career than Moises Caicedo was at that stage of his career. And what did Moises Caicedo go for? £115 million to Chelsea. So why can't Brighton say, well, if Moises Caicedo went for that, that's going to be our starting point with Carlos Baleba? As far as Manchester United are concerned, their focus clearly is going to be on the Premier League opener. They have signed.
Yes, I was surprised. I mean, it amazes me how mature he is for his age. You know, I watched him in the summer in the FIFA Club World Cup when he played there for Palmeiras. But to expect him to come to England, a new country, new language, new environment, and then start off so well, that did surprise me a little bit. But you know, you meet him, and he's a really humble guy, and he's got a great family behind him, around him. So he's very settled in here in London or in Cobham. So, and he's an exciting player. I mean, when I first watched him in the States, you know, I was like, wow, this is special talent. And he's slowly developing because, let's not forget, he's still very, very young.
Yeah. But
he has so many skills and attributes, and he's only going to get better as well. So he's going to be a top player.
Yeah, you are looking for that injection. Are you thinking about a player that the crowd all of a sudden are going, we've all been waiting to see him?
Well, of course, you always got that in the back of your mind, a sort of armoury as a manager, to kind of have a player that can lift the stadium. I mean, I had a talent at Newcastle in Ben Arthur who had that same, the excitement around him was like perhaps above his ability even.
Yeah.
But it just is, and it just creates such a presence when he enters.
Manchester United are once again at the centre of global football attention as reports continue to surface linking the club with a potential blockbuster move for Brighton and Hove Albion midfield sensation Carlos Baleba. While nothing has been officially confirmed, sources close to Carrington suggest that the Red Devils are actively assessing the Cameroonian star as part of Ruben Amorim's long-term rebuilding project. For several seasons, Manchester United's midfield has been an area of concern. Despite individual brilliance, consistency, physical dominance, and tactical cohesion have often been missing. The arrival of Ruben Amorim has brought renewed clarity to United's vision: aggressive pressing, fast transitions, and midfield control. In this system, athletic, intelligent, and fearless players are non-negotiable. Carlos Baleba fits that profile perfectly. At just 20 years old, Baleba has quickly established himself as one of the Premier League's most exciting young midfielders since joining Brighton. His rise has been rapid, fueled by his remarkable strength, composure under pressure, ball-carrying ability, and relentless engine. United's recruitment department reportedly views him as a midfield cornerstone capable of anchoring the team for the next decade. Why Baleba stands out? Baleba is not just another hyped youngster. His performances have consistently demonstrated traits that translate to elite football. He wins duels, breaks opposition lines with powerful carries, reads danger early, and has the discipline to sit deep while still offering forward momentum. In an era where midfielders are required to do everything, Baleba thrives in multiple roles. Under Amorim, United are expected to deploy a dynamic midfield structure that prioritizes intensity and verticality. Baleba's profile aligns seamlessly with that vision. His ability to shield the defense while progressing the ball could finally provide the balance United have been missing. However, any deal would be far from straightforward. Brighton are renowned for their shrewd transfer dealings and are under no pressure to sell. Baleba remains a key asset for the Seagulls, and United would likely need to meet a substantial valuation to even begin serious negotiations. Insiders believe Brighton could demand a fee that reflects both Baleba's age and his immense upside, potentially pushing any bid into the big money move category. United are aware that waiting too long could invite competition from other elite European clubs. If Manchester United do push ahead, the message would be clear: this is no short-term fix. Baleba represents a signing for the future, signaling trust in youth and long-term squad building rather than stopgap solutions. It would also underline Amorim's authority in shaping the squad according to his philosophy. Fans have already begun debating the potential move across social media. Some see Baleba as the missing piece, while others remain cautious, mindful of previous high-profile midfield signings that failed to deliver. Yet optimism is steadily growing because this time, the project appears cohesive. With the transfer window approaching, pressure is mounting. United may need to offload players to free up funds and squad space. Should that happen, momentum around the Baleba deal could accelerate quickly. For now, it remains unconfirmed, but in modern football, silence often precedes major movement. One thing is certain: Manchester United are thinking big again. Whether Carlos Baleba becomes the next Red Devil remains to be seen, but his name firmly sits on the radar as Amorim's revolution takes shape. As the football world watches closely, the question lingers: is this the midfield signing that finally defines a new Manchester United era?